Welcome to my channel, Military Comebacks. Today's story won't just impress you, it might change how you see the heroes who work in silence. So settle in and listen carefully, because this one stands apart. Dawn hadn't yet touched the Afghan mountains when the stillness of the base shattered. Sirens wailed. Radios crackled with urgent voices. Boots thundered over gravel as soldiers rushed out, rifles tight in their grips. Inside the command tent, Captain Marcus Hale stared at a surveillance monitor, his disbelief growing by the second. An enemy convoy was moving through the valley. That alone wasn't strange, but traveling with them was a high-value target the military had hunted for years. A phantom. Every team sent after him had failed, or disappeared. Marcus rubbed his tired eyes. There was one person who might make a difference. A sniper, newly transferred from a classified training program. Rumor said she'd been trained by a legendary marksman known only as the Ghost, a shooter so skilled no one even knew his identity. Marcus didn't put much faith in legends. Stories were just stories, until proven real. The tent flap rustled. She stepped inside. Lieutenant Elena Ward. Small frame. Calm posture. Barely 24. Red hair pulled back tight, freckles dusting her face. She didn't look like someone who could hit a target 2 kilometers away. She didn't look like someone shaped by a myth. "You're the sniper we requested?" Marcus asked. She gave a single nod. Her eyes were steady, unreadable. "Ever made a shot this far?" A pause. Then, quietly, "Farther." Her voice held something heavy, experience, maybe pain. Marcus wasn't convinced, but orders were orders. They moved to a ridge overlooking the valley. The convoy crawled below, smoke trailing from engines. Guard trucks surrounded a heavily armored vehicle at the center. Their target was inside. "Wind, 9 knots, Elena murmured, adjusting her scope. Elevation corrected. Probability confirmed. Probability of what? Marcus asked. Fatality. A chill crawled down his back. She laid down with her rifle, old, scratched, worn smooth by years of use. Soldiers nearby watched skeptically. One muttered she probably couldn't handle the recoil. Elena ignored them. She exhaled. The world seemed to pause. Dust floated in the light like suspended stars. Even the wind felt still. The rifle cracked. The bullet cut through the morning air and punched straight through the armored glass. Shouts rose, then sudden silence. Inside the vehicle, the target slumped forward. One shot. Marcus stared, stunned. But triumph lasted seconds. Explosions thundered behind them. Enemy fighters hidden among rocks unleashed a counterattack. Gunfire rained down. Soldiers scrambled for cover. Marcus grabbed his radio. "Requesting air support. We're pinned." Only static answered. Communications were jammed. Panic spread. They were trapped. Then he saw Elena, kneeling behind a boulder, firing with surgical precision, dropping enemies one after another. "How are you so calm?" he shouted. No reply. Just another round chambered. Her breathing was slow, controlled, the rhythm of someone who'd survived this nightmare before. An RPG streaked toward them. Soldiers screamed. Elena burst from cover, firing while running. The rocket operator fell, and the missile exploded harmlessly into a hillside. That wasn't training. That was instinct. Hours later, reinforcements broke through. The team survived, barely. That night, whispers circled the campfire louder than insects. "She's the Ghost student." The Ghost was a myth. Her records are sealed. Why does she carry that antique rifle? Marcus watched Elena sit alone, cleaning the weapon like it was more memory than metal. He approached quietly. "You saved us," he said. She shrugged. "Just my job." "But that shot, no one makes that shot." She hesitated. "My mentor taught me." The Ghost. Pain flickered in her eyes. "Yes. He was real." A nod. "He found me when I was 15. My village had been attacked. He pulled me from the rubble. Taught me to shoot. To wait. To vanish." Her voice faltered. Then he was gone. Marcus understood. He died. She nodded slowly. Took a bullet meant for me. Silence stretched between them. Some soldiers wore medals. Others carried scars no one could see. Days later, new intel arrived. A fortress across the mountains held Allied prisoners. If they were moved, they'd be lost forever. The mission needed a sniper to cover the rescue. Elena prepared her rifle. This time, the whispers held respect. The team crept along cliff edges while she climbed higher, reaching a vantage point others couldn't. Wind roared. Spotlights scanned the fortress. Guards moved everywhere. Marcus signaled. Her rifle spoke in soft echoes. One guard. Then another. Then another. Shadows dropped without sound. The rescue team advanced unseen, until a hidden guard raised the alarm. Floodlights flared. Sirens wailed. Gunfire erupted. Fall back. Marcus shouted. Enemies swarmed. Elena fired faster now, but her position was exposed. Bullets shattered rock around her. Ward. Retreat. No, she whispered. I won't lose another team. She remembered another battlefield. Another retreat. Her mentor's last stand. Fear is fast. Courage is slow. She slowed her breathing. Her heartbeat. The world shrank to the crosshairs. Shot after shot rang out, precise, deadly. But enemies kept coming. A round tore through her arm. Blood fell onto stone. She reached into her pocket, pulling out a small silver pendant engraved with a ghost. She pressed it to her lips. Guide my breath, she whispered. She moved to an exposed ledge, ignoring pain, covering her team's escape. Marcus reached the evacuation helicopter, but refused to board. He ran back through gunfire. He found her slumped but alive. We go together, he said, lifting her. She smiled faintly. They made it aboard as airstrikes lit the fortress behind them. Flames climbed into the night sky. Elena watched the smoke, almost seeing her mentor's spirit there. Back at base, soldiers gathered, saluting now. We misjudged you, Marcus said. Real strength doesn't shout, she replied softly. Word spread. The ghost had left behind a successor. Days later, Marcus found her on a ridge at sunset. You could transfer anywhere, he said. Why stay? She looked at the mountains. Because this team needs someone watching from the shadows. You're the ghost's legacy. I'm not him. No, Marcus said gently. You're you. And that's enough. A breeze moved across the rocks, quiet as approval. For the first time, Elena believed it. She wasn't just a student of a legend. She was the new ghost.